Hello, my name is Danny Andrea and welcome to my kitchen, Danny's Kitchen. Tonight I'm cooking an amazing, one of my favourite Italian dishes, spaghetti carbonara. You're going to love it. Alright, and for tonight's dish you need some pancetta, Italian pancetta. If you can't get hold of that, just some smoked bacon lardons will do. Spaghetti, a touch of cream, 3 large eggs or 4 medium ones, some Italian pecorino cheese and a touch of garlic paste. Okay, so what I've done, I've already preheated my water for the spaghetti. As you know from watching previous videos when I did my aglio olio spaghetti, I like to cook it in chicken stock. I've already got the chicken stock. So in a cold frying pan, I haven't put any heat on yet, just put your pancetta in. And the idea is you don't want a hot frying pan because you don't want to burn it, or not burn it, but cook it through without all the juices of that fat coming out of the bacon or the pancetta. So I'm going to let that to cook on a medium heat for about 10 minutes. Just going to add a little bit of olive oil just to juicen it up a bit, because you don't want to dry it out. Okay, so this has been cooking for about 5 minutes. As you can see by the colour, it's starting to crisp up a bit. You do want it nice and crispy, but not overburnt. And if you turn that around, don't be afraid to scrape off the food that's on the pan, because that's what really adds the flavour. So now I'm just going to lower the heat right down, and I'm going to add just a spoonful of the minced garlic. And the reason why I put it on so late is because I don't want the garlic to burn. Oh, that smells fantastic.
There's that key ingredient again, garlic.
Garlic's the key ingredient. Now, a lot of Italians don't put garlic in this. It's just something I've added it, because like I said, you've got to do it to your own taste. And my taste is garlic. My taste is garlic. So this is crisping up nice. You don't want to burn that garlic because it'll give it a bitter taste.
How tasty does that look already?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it smells the whole neighbourhood. I'm in a small rural village here, and the whole neighbourhood.
No, there's something at the door.
Is there?
Yeah.
Really?
They've come for dinner.
I'm in a small rural village, and they're thinking, "Oh my God, what's going on here?"
I'm joking.
I know.
All right.
My wife's jokes like that. They're not as fun. They're not as funny as mine, but it will do. Just another couple of minutes. I'll turn the heat up just a little bit. That's it. Once you turn the pan off, it's still cooking. Like I've turned it off, but it's still cooking, as you see. Okay, so now this chicken stock's boiling up nicely. I'm just putting my spaghetti in there, and I'm going to let that cook. You're supposed to have this dish al dente, which means slightly crunchy. We like ours a little bit more than al dente. Again, to your liking.
Cooked.
We like it cooked. So we'll see in a few minutes. This will take around about 10 minutes or so. Okay, so the pasta's boiling away nicely, as you can see. To make the sauce, 3 large eggs. And then we'll scramble this up, whisk it up as much as you can, because this is what's going to give that real creamy, flavoursome texture to the spaghetti. Do I sound like Nigella Lawson there? Look at that. That's pretty much the right consistency that you need. Once that's whisked up nicely, again, if you're doing for more people, just add more eggs and more pasta, basically. A good handful of the pecorino.
I know that you're using pecorino, but what cheeses can people use? And tell me about the pecorino, the love you've got for this cheese. Why have you chosen this one for this dish?
Pecorino is a nutty cheese. It's got an amazing flavour, slightly salty but not too salty. And you can use parmesan with it, you can use grana padano. The Cypriots even have a cheese called anari, which is a dry ricotta, which is the texture of a hard parmesan. You can even use that in it. The spaghetti's been cooking for over 10 minutes now. It tastes that it's cooked perfect to me. I'm just going to turn that off, straight to the sink. Now I'm going to drain it, but we've got to catch the stock because they're still part of the cooking process. Turn the heat on, just on a low heat. That's drained nicely and I've picked up the stock as well, which is what I need. So for now, I'll just leave the stock there and pour the pasta into the pan with the pancetta. Low heat, and just mix all that through to get all the juices, all the pancetta juices. You can scrape if there's any, stuck on the pan, scrape it up. It's all extra flavour. Cup full of the chicken stock. Just pour that in. Mix that through again. Okay, now this is very important. Turn the heat off, because what we're going to do is we're going to pour the egg in. If you've got the heat on, if it's too high, the egg's just going to curdle. It's just going to be like scrambled egg on spaghetti. Not very nice. So I'm just going to pour that in slowly. That's all the cheese there. Look at that.
Do you think that's a common mistake that people do when they're first cooking this, is to actually have the gas on while they're cooking the eggs?
You might have to have the gas on, but on a very, very low heat. So what I'm going to do is mix it through, and I'm going to see how it's coming up. If it's coming up nice and creamy, and if the egg's cooking. If it's still too wet, then I'll turn the gas on just a little bit. But yeah, if you remember, I did my scrambled eggs. The reason why that come out really fluffy is because always on a low heat. If you put it on a high heat, it just dries out. It's not very nice at all. So what I'm going to do now is I will turn the heat back on just the minimum. I'm just going to mix that through just for a few minutes. A couple of minutes should do it. You see how creamy that looks?
Yeah, that looks lovely.
Another thing the Italians don't do that I will do, so all my Italian friends out there, mi scusi, I'm sorry, but I'm going to add just a touch of cream in it. Just a little bit of cream, that's all. Again, just mix that through.
So where did you first come across this dish? Tell us the story.
Living in Australia on the Gold Coast 35 years ago, me and my brothers used to go to a little Italian restaurant called Cugini's, which was in Broadbeach on the Gold Coast. And that was our first ever experience of spaghetti carbonara. Ever since then I've been hunting down, trying to figure out how to make this dish. I didn't realise how easy it was. I actually watched a little old Italian lady on YouTube, and she did it her way. Sorry. And she did it her way, which I thought, yeah, how easy is that? And I just changed a few things and that's it. Bit of cracked pepper. And here we have spaghetti carbonara. Look at that. Not too wet. You don't want it too wet. That's perfect.
That looks like restaurant quality.
Tastes
I'm
better.
not just saying that either.
You know what? Tastes better and it's cheaper.
You can't beat home cooking, can you?
No, not at all.
And nobody has got a reason not to cook because it's so easy and the ingredients are to hand and it's fun and it's tasty. Oh, I just love it. I love the look of this.
You're going to love the taste even better. But...
I can't wait. Look at that. I mean, what is it they say in Italian?
Buon appetito.
No, they do that. Mwah.
I don't want to slobber all over the food. So that is ready to go. A little bit of leftover pecorino. You can even chop up some parsley or coriander and sprinkle it on the top. Have that with a bit of garlic bread. Bob's your uncle. And so with this, I've got my own homemade chili oil. This stuff is like fire water. And I just have to add, this is my wife's serving, by the way. Just a drizzle.
You've got permission, go for it.
On that.
Oh, yummy.
Little bit of pancetta. Hey babe, have a bite.
Is that for me? Oh my god.
Is it good?
That is amazing. It's so creamy, so tasty. Everything is perfect. I can taste the chili oil, but the consistency of it. Is that the right word? You know, the texture. Oh, it's amazing.
So here we have spaghetti carbonara, restaurant quality. Tastes amazing, smells amazing. I wish you were here to taste it, but then again, I'm glad you're not, so I can finish it off myself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything that you saw tonight. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Galiorixi, as we say in Cyprus. And remember one thing, life's too short for bad food.